Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside, when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't.
Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to another stream. I'm joined here by Catgirl, and I think Ark is back. I don't know. Ark, are you back?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great.
Hello.
How are you guys doing today?
Very good, thanks.
Good,
Catgirl?
but
Yeah, well,
I'm not ready to have some fun for Get Bell today.
agreed.
There you go.
Hey, Cliff, how's it going? Yeah, I don't know where Vlad or Tim is. I'm sure they'll show up at some point. Well, everyone who's here, thank you for joining me. And today should be interesting. So I kind of got into a little bit of a rabbit hole recently. I was watching videos, and I was trying to figure out a video to do, trying to do a video on an auditor. And I come across, there was this other, I don't even know who it was, but it was one of the channels like mine, but is for auditors. They did a stream, they did a video on a Nasty Nathaniel video. Now, I don't usually have too many issues with Nasty Nathaniel videos, and this one, it's not really his behavior in this video, it's the person he is with. Who is it? It was, I can't remember. Wolfie, no, was it Wolfie Gladstone? I don't think it was. It was someone, I'm not sure, but it was someone. And anyway, just in the audit itself, it was kind of questionable, but it was what was done after everything was said that really bothered me, because somebody else decided to make a video about this, because apparently the person who was featured on the video decided to take it down, a privacy complaint, which they are allowed to do. So apparently, I'm not sure. I don't know the exact story of how this other auditor, Anthony X, he's the one that did the follow-up video, and that's the video we're going to watch. He found out that there's a privacy complaint, and he took an exception with that and decided, well, I'm going to expose this person. Well, this person happens to be a female adult film star. Right. So I mean, first, and I don't know about you, but I mean, that is a profession that you don't want people knowing where you live, right? Male or female.
Yeah.
Because people that watch that are creepy.
Yeah, way too many creeps in the world, I say.
I mean, there are instances in Japan where people are finding the JV Idol stars through their Instagram posts just from the reflection in their eye. They find out where they live, and they go and kill them. I kid you not.
Yeah, that why I'm not really big fan of the idol culture. Cause I swear, some of the people fans, they get really upset and pathetic with the idols. I mean, they get mad if even the idol is dating someone that's like, what the heck, are they not supposed to have their own lives or something?
Oh, agreed. There's even instances where fans will get upset with female adult stars if they have relations with someone of the opposite race. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous, and it's sad, and it's dangerous.
Yeah, I think it called it Parasoto or something like that. That needs to describe how if that people come with the all stuff. And I mean, see like the pan, but you see it with the VTuber or anything like Whole Life and all them. Yeah, there are some people that are very upset with the girls and just like
Well, you see that in Japan a lot with the Kikamura, the shut-ins.
Yeah.
yeah.
They get obsessed with the AI and social media because
Absolutely.
they have nothing else to do with their lives.
Absolutely.
And yeah, they flip out when something doesn't go their way.
Oh, Thingo, did you guys hear about this? Is unrelated, but I thought it reminded me of this. Just recently, I saw that in Japan that a woman was arrested because she a true crime fan because she wanted to know what it was like to kill, and she thought it would be cool. Did you see that story arc?
Yeah.
Boy. I didn't see that story.
And I'm like, as a true crime fan myself, I had this encyclopedia of serial killers. People look at me like, what? And I'm like, this doesn't help my case when shit like this happens.
Right.
No,
Having a book full of Ted Bundys and Jeffrey Dahmers and
Bonnie
I'm not going to do anything like that, but now it's like they're like, wait a minute, something like this actually happened, so maybe.
Yeah, I kind of get that because I like Pokemon, and it really creeps me out how some people that like certain Pokemon do like pornographic art of them. I'm just like, you're literally making the same fans like me look bad.
That's the thing. Like Rule 34, if it exists, there is a porn for it. That's just one of the rules of the internet.
That is very true.
I mean, you will literally find porn of fruit. I kid you not.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Not to mention anime movies. Oh my god.
Oh god, Bible Black. That's one. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
I've heard of it myself,
but I've never seen it. I've just anime. I don't know. I don't get it.
I swear, if I ever see Disney porn, I'm going to be like,
there is Disney's Frozen.
Yes, there's Disney porn all over the place.
I actually have a little tiny bit of it. It's hilarious. It's Frozen.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And she's like, I'm a hoe. I'm a dirty little. Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm not trying to be a Karen, but
not even a little bit.
But that song kind of affects me a little bit because I can pretty much relate to Elsa, her story. So hearing that song about Elsa, I'm just like, it makes me feel gross.
Yeah.
I literally see myself in Elsa, like, being different for everyone else and trying to find herself who she really is.
Right, but anybody will take that and they'll exploit it.
Yeah, pretty much. Why I hate humanity sometimes.
All right, so we're going to get started with this video. All right, so Anthony X, he's the one that decided to do this video, and we are going to get right into it.
Oh my gosh, he worries that Dimitri third.
Give me the fucking camera.
Okay, hold on.
You is because you chose to.
Give me the fucking camera.
So mad, baby. Jesus
because
Christ.
You're recording me. You're calling me fucking sweetheart. You're recording me in my space, and you're still fucking recording me.
You're not Jesus.
What are you? I have the right to not be fucking recorded leaving my house.
Ma'am, you have no reasonable expectation of privacy in public. We're in a public.
I hate when they do that. I'm not a fan of showing a part of the video in the beginning. It's just like, I don't get it. I get it because you makes people want to watch it, but I don't do that.
I don't know. It makes it seem like trailer trash to me.
Yeah,
it does.
I'm wondering what one of the artists said, you're not decent. Just like, What did Jesus have to do with this? What the heck?
All right, let's continue here.
Welcome back. You're here today with your boy, Anthony X. And
I think Kenny wants
Anthony
me to joke about that
X.
name.
today I got a special treat for you,
Oh,
as I'll be featuring some special clips courtesy of Nasty Nathaniel from one of his first few videos or audits he's conducted since getting released from Canada. In this First Amendment audit, Nasty Nathaniel is over in Las Vegas, Nevada, conducting an audit of the Church of Scientology when out of the blue, Karen, or should I say the one and only porn star Kktv, who happened to be
see, here's the problem I have. I don't have a problem that they're exposing her. How would you have known who she was? You had to have done research. Either you've done research and found out who she is, you Googled the name or blah, 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 whatever,
Yeah.
or you know, or you watch her porn. One or the other.
Well, yeah, I was about to say saying people don't look as don't want to be like do you do porn online? And yeah, that kind of weird way to automatically think about someone for the time you see them.
be driving by at the time Nathaniel was conducting his audit, and rather than just going about her business, she decided the smartest thing to do to not be recorded or be on the internet was to pull up next to Nasty Nathaniel, roll down her tinted windows, and then linger in front of him, complaining how she doesn't want to be recorded or be on the internet. Then, as she finally drives off, she decides the best course of action to not be recorded and not be on the internet is to make a U-turn and go back to Nasty Nathaniel, get out of her vehicle, and approach him while he's still recording. I just don't get that, folks. On top of that, to make matters worse, she then tries to steal the camera of Nasty Nathaniel's and his buddy. Unreal, guys.
Some of the things she does in the video are a little questionable, but however, it doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't warrant this type of attack on her, and not necessarily her character.
And the fact that he not criticizing the guy and does it's like, yeah, you're pretty much a forefather, you know.
It's funny the way he describes it, though. He's like, "Oh, our right to film trumps your right to be angry." Well, technically, in the Constitution, doesn't say anything about filming.
No, it doesn't. Not at
So
all.
wherever they're getting that from, they call it freedom of the press, but they're not press.
Yeah,
you can be a freelance journalist, but that doesn't mean you're press.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't say too saying that destroyed their argument for the video cameras or camera like that did this when the car choosing with it, and two, when they're talking about press, they're talking about newspapers or other news sources that were available to them at the time. They didn't have the internet and news stuff. It all on newspapers and stuff. So no, the right to film does not cover you harassing people with a camera. Because Karen didn't this back then, or video cameras, I say.
Well, the press was completely, and when they did the amendment, they did it so it was to cover, to ensure what happened in England with the king didn't happen over in America, which is smart.
Right.
I get it.
In all technicality,
but now,
sorry to butt in, but in all technicality, the First Amendment was created to keep the government from censoring the citizens.
Exactly.
Right, but you got
not the other way around.
Right, but you got to admit that some people have really misused nowadays.
Well, it's already been part of case law. It's already legal precedent. So whatever they're quoting is just garbage laws from their own states, which 9 times out of 10 they're out of state when they try to do that. Yeah, I'm sorry. California law is not going to work in Kentucky. It's just
not. It's really not.
So don't try to pull California statutes and say, well, California SC dot blah blah blah. But no, are you in
Yeah.
California? No, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All I gotta say, imagine California out there trying to new California laws in somewhere like Texas.
Oh, what's his face? What's his face does it all the time. What's his name? The dude that used to hang out with Josh all the time. What was his name? It was
Are you talking Josh Lanto?
no, Josh. You know, accountability dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
He used to hang out with him all the time. Not Eric Brandt. Something like that though. It's like anyway, I can't think of it right now. But anyway, he likes to state that, you know, this is a VNAX violation. Like, you are not in California,
Right?
You're
Don't try to pull that.
California. You're on the
Yeah.
East Coast.
Yeah,
Wrong.
yeah, they really annoyed the part that basically the 10th Amendment would give states the power to create their own laws and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, they pretty much always try to know what that amendment doesn't it.
All right, so let's continue.
I mean, if you don't want to be recorded, don't approach the cameraman. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. Moving forward, Nasty Nathaniel then posted the video on his YouTube channel only to have Karen put a copyright claim because her picture's on there. Like all of a sudden, she doesn't want to be seen on the internet. Nasty Nathaniel, rather than appealing it, being the nice guy he is, did blur out her face. But he did ask me to help expose her.
lost.
And Karen, I mean Cody.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I got feelings you are not being a Karen, and two, see probably the reason why he don't want the video out because he doesn't want to be reminded that two guys basically try to harass her with their stupid cameras.
Now here's the thing. He would have lost
Yep.
because I mean that's just the way that would have been. And he did in his video. If you go on his channel, check it out. Everything is blurred out. You know, the
Right.
license plate is blurred out. The face is blurred out. So apparently, this guy gets hold of the footage and is like, he's not a nice guy. He's like, well, I found out who she is, and I'm gonna expose her. Like, and now he's I don't know if what he's saying is true. If Nasty Nathaniel did ask him to expose her, that seems a little fucked up. That's fucked up, and I don't agree with that. I think that's. I think the way he handled it the first time was great. I mean, blur the face out. I mean, still show the video. That's fine. Blur her face out. I mean, why not have a little human fucking compassion?
But the only reason he did that is if he lost, he would have gotten a hard strike.
Mm.
So he was just avoiding that. He was trying to weasel out of it.
Perhaps. I mean, that's an option. That is an option. So, but this guy, as you can see, he is not,
because they don't do that for anybody.
No, no, unless they know them.
True.
Yeah, I'm trying not to make it doesn't, but the guy talking in the video really sound like a butthole to me. Yeah.
So far, he seems like All right.
If you're watching this video, you may want to think twice and retract the privacy claim. On top of that, maybe send him an apology because honestly, Karen, you're lucky he didn't press charges for trying to steal his camera and violate his civil rights.
No, now you haven't seen the video yet, so let's not rush to a conclusion. You haven't seen the video. You're just going off of your already like auditor's live type of thing, right? You haven't seen any evidence, so wait till you see the evidence. And then,
true.
True.
You know,
sorry.
Make a thing. Now, I've seen this, and I mean, she isn't exactly a perfect angel in this video at all.
Well,
Not even a little bit. I don't have an issue with they focus on her, and I originally was like, you know, he blurred the face out, so no one will know who she is. Her privacy is, but they still got the reaction, so it's still a video that they can use, right? I don't understand what taking this far accomplishes other than, and they did say you should apologize and rescind the strike. It's like, No, I don't want it out there. This guy's lucky so far. He hasn't got a strike. This is like a year ago or so. So I think he's pretty much safe. I don't think she's gonna find out unless someone tells her.
Right.
It's gonna be funny. That should be hilarious, actually.
I'm about to say she may be watching the drink right now. We don't know.
I highly doubt it.
Highly
I
doubt it.
know, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
All right, so let's continue.
Because guess what, Karen? Here in America, we have a little thing called the Constitution, freedom of press. This applies to everyone. And Karen, there's no expectation of privacy when you're in public. If we can see it, we can record it. It's that simple. That being said, I've definitely said more than enough. I voiced my concerns. If you want to voice your concerns, I'm going to leave all of her social media platforms.
I mean,
Okay, hold on. Well, he does say if we see in public, we can record it. So you see a robbery or a murder happen, you're just gonna stand there filming to help the person.
some of them would, some of them wouldn't.
So he's going to dox her now, right?
That's essentially what he's doing. It's exactly what he's doing. He's gonna say, and he knows what type of fanboys auditors have. What do fanboys auditors do? How do they act towards people that auditors treat? I mean, that expose like this. Oh, they death threats, things like this. I mean,
and for her to be an adult film star too.
This could be this could actually be a lawsuit for him.
Well,
easily.
yeah. Slander, defamation of character.
I mean,
all she has to do is prove lost wages.
Yep, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah, he took the dog into his dream, literally posting every social media accounts he has. Like, what did that accomplish?
Yeah, nothing.
Forms near the end of the video. That's for a living. Go check out him and link in
way too much.
Prince Vegeta News Network. And
Prince Vegeta, that's who he's with. Prince Vegeta. Okay, that's who.
Okay.
Boy, you're no Prince Vegeta. The only real Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. Come on now.
And travel.
I live here. I just don't want to be like videotape coming out of my place. I'm just curious what's going on.
What's even funnier is she sounds like Gohan.
I'm not with him.
Like, I have restraining orders from people, and I really don't want people to know where I live.
Well, you don't have a restraining order against us, though, dude.
So here's the thing. So you see her windows are tinted. She didn't need to stop. So I do understand that they're like, well, what are you doing? She could have just kept driving. No one would have known who she was. They wouldn't know who she was. Yeah, I mean, so I'm kind of torn because, like, why did she stop? I mean, if she knows she has this, why stop? They can't see you through your thing. I mean, I kind of feel like I don't know. Like, I see she like I said, she wasn't a perfect angel during this, and it gets better. I mean, not better, but it gets worse for her, I should say. To try and stick up for what she's doing, I should say. So anyway, yeah, let's continue.
You? Well, I mean, you drove back out and you approached us and you stopped and like.
Yeah, because I don't want. I'm telling you, I don't consent to having my life.
Well, then why did you turn around and drive back down the street and stop and confront us?
Just asking you, please don't put my shit online. That's what I'm asking.
About your business, we're not stopping you.
You don't feel top G.
Well, yeah, we can film whatever we want. That's
I just don't want you to film me, is all.
okay. Well, then have a good night.
What are you gonna do with the film you're recording right now?
Toodle-doo.
I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna go home and put it on my big screen, and
I want to please you. I want you to give me
See, that is just, I mean, ridiculous.
something.
Well, you're not really my type. You lack certain things that I need. Okay. Have a good night, ma'am.
See, it could have been over a long time ago, sweetie pie.
Well, she's definitely got anger.
That was uncalled for.
Agreed. See, here's the thing. She was driving off, and then, of course, as Prince Vegeta had to go and antagonize her because he knows it's just something his fans would probably enjoy and like, right? Ridiculous.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay.
They think they're cute. Yeah. You know, I'm surprised somebody like this is going to pull out a gun one day and end it.
Uh-oh.
They're not going to take it from these guys
Ma'am, get
anymore.
back in your car. What are you going to do? Are you going to hit? Don't.
Hey.
Touch me.
Touch him and you go to jail. Touch me.
Give me the fucking camera.
No, you touch me or my property, you go to jail. I
Just
will do a
touching
private person's
somebody
arrest
is
on
not
you in a
assault and
heartbeat.
Have
battery.
you ever talked to a fucking cop in your life?
Huh?
I'm not
You ever
touching
talked
you.
to
I'm
a
not
cop in
touching
your life?
you.
Well, not assault and battery, but I mean, it's, you know, you can't be charged, especially if
Oh,
it's
what the
unwanted.
heck?
Oh, yeah, you
Oh,
can.
the tap hitter.
You sound like someone who knows who's talked to a cop before.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you certainly do.
Okay.
Because you're
Keep
fucking
going.
Why are you mad, baby? Why not just say, why are you mad? I mean, why continue to antagonize her? You know, it's already a bad situation. Well, why make it worse?
Because clicks and views. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
I know it's rhetorical, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know.
Because you're recording me, you're calling me fucking sweetheart. You're recording me in my space, and you're
This is not
still
your
fucking
space.
recording me.
You're not Jesus.
What are you? I have a right to not be fucking recorded
Then
leaving my
leave.
house.
Ma'am, you have no reasonable expectation of privacy in public. We're in a public place. We have no interest in you whatsoever. The only reason we're recording you is because you chose to turn around, stop, confront us.
Recording me the entire time. I just stopped to ask you to not post me on the internet. You are telling me you already had me recorded. I was trying to voice my concern as a person.
I just stopped to ask you to not post me on the internet. I just stopped to ask.
Okay, see now, the way she kind of reacted, I get why she reacted that way, but it wasn't necessarily the smartest way to go about things, right? She let her emotions get ahead of her, and a lot of us do that. We tend to do that from time to time. It's understandable. People make mistakes and things like this, but there's no reason for them to continue to attack, or at least not them, but Mr. Vegeta, to continue to antagonize her with his language, right?
Yeah, you know he meant to antagonize her when he needed the sweetheart line. That definitely got her upset.
Yeah.
Ask you to not post me on the internet.
All right, so after this, I mean, I'm not going to show it,
Yeah,
but
please don't.
they go on one of her social links, and they get something from that, and they post it because it's not enough that they did this. Now they have to show, I guess, try and shame her for what she does, though she probably makes more money than they do, honestly.
Yeah, I was about to say, have you never heard of male adult film stars or whatever? Now the females who do it.
All right, so there's that. Now when I was watching this, because the original link, I mean, it's a lot longer and there's a lot more said between the two. The actual guy, the Prince Vegeta, said something about, like you wouldn't do something about the top G, and I'm like, the top G, like who is he referring to? And then I heard a name, and I heard the name Andrew Tate. Kecker, are you familiar with Andrew Tate at all?
I feel like I heard the name before, but I'm not sure I remember who that person is.
Archangel, are you familiar with Andrew Tate?
I think he said BRB phone, so he answering the phone right now.
Oh, okay. All right. So anyway, Andrew Tate he's a internet personality. He's an online personality, and he fashions himself sort of a self-help guru. And some of the things he talks about, they can be helpful, right? I mean, he can be, but some of the things he says can come off as very misogynistic. And the day I decided to research Andrew Tate happened to be the day that apparently he was arrested on charges of No, it was not prostitution. No, it was hold on, let me look.
Where I think Wait, I think I saw a video from the group with Molly and narrator Dawson. I think they did video making fun of that guy.
A lot of people have, man. This guy is,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people that really, really like him. All right, so there's rape allegations. So he's being charged with rape, and the other one is shit. Where is it? I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Wait, is he the bowling guy with the glasses that says stupid stuff?
No. Completely different.
Okay.
All right, so I'll look it up. But anyway, hold on. So right now we're gonna. So I went into this. I did a deep search on him, and I used YouTube videos, watching some of his stuff, and it's just crazy. But I found this one that I thought was fucking hilarious. So there's another not YouTuber, I should say. He's a Twitch streamer. Goes by the name of Hasabi. Now, Hasabi and Andrew Tate apparently do not get along together at all. I mean, they do dislike each other. And so Andrew Tate was on a live stream of Aiden something, some Aiden dude. And Hasabi decided he was going to go on and watch and, try and debate Andrew. And it is hilarious. It's hilarious. We're gonna take a look at that. So, hey, and Archangel, what is the other charge Andrew Tate is? I know it's rape, and what's the other one?
I really don't know off the top of my head. I don't want to quote something and be wrong about it.
That's what I'm at right now too.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like something to do. I know it has something to do with prostitution. They're connected. Trafficking, human trafficking.
Human trafficking.
Yes, human trafficking. He's apparently forcing females to perform on webcam, and he gets the money. That's what it is.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah.
So that's what he's apparently. So all right. So here we go. So here's Hasabi about to crash Andrew Tate on stream, and oh my god, it's hilarious.
What I mean?
Still waiting for.
All right, so let's wait.
Never worked in the charge. Nothing but fucking bitch post arguments.
Now I just gotta fix my camera. 1 sec.
All right, so that's Andrew Tate right there.
I thought they that Andrew Tate with the orange line or whatever.
Yeah, you can tell he's just like different.
Yeah, orange man.
And shit.
Oh look, orange man bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, come on, tell me that wasn't the first thing you know that he looked orange.
Of course I did. He looked orange. Yeah.
It's the only one with his shirt off, like, look at me. There you go.
I'm spray tan guy.
We'll hook you up with that guy, Kakarot. There you go. Andrew Tate. Look at him. Check him out, Kakarot. What do you think?
He got muscles.
Okay.
He got muscles. Let's get this started.
I got two birds.
I'm interested in seeing what the chat thinks. The reason you're totally wrong saying that the world would have less war if there was no female leaders is because if you actually ask anybody who's been in the corporate world for long enough, the companies that have the most arguments, the most difficult corporate structures to deal with. In fact, even if you ask most women, they say, I don't like having a woman boss. I'd rather work for a man. When you have a whole bunch of women in charge, it's nothing but a fucking bitch fest and it's a shit show. Every single fucking person who's ever worked in corporate knows that. Every single person who's ever worked in the world knows that women.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that. No.
Me either.
Not even a little bit.
Nope.
Me either. Fuck him. Sorry for language, but
no. It gets worse, Cat Girl. This guy.
Oh yeah.
A treasure trove of just misogyny.
Well, I already want to throw an infinite amount of furry to him.
Well, don't worry. This guy over here in the corner. Just watch. This is great.
Women, actually, as beautiful as they are and they're good at lots of different things, they would they would prefer to work for a male boss because it's a stronger, more clear leadership structure. Having a bunch of women in charge of countries is not going to make a fucking peaceful world. And the fact you believe that shows your entire mental model is fucked. I'd like to actually put a poll in the chat and let's see who agrees with you, who agrees with me.
Why will we take a poll in the chat? Of course.
No, exactly. Why you're in these two right here, this guy and this guy, they're kind of both against this whole movement of these three here. So, and he's like, let's take a poll in the chat. Of course, the people in your chat are going to agree with you. That's why they're there. It's an echo chamber there.
they're all echo chambers. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like maybe take a global, a vote somewhere or somewhere where just go on the random street and do that. I'd be more interested in that vote than that
Right.
chat room's vote.
Right, and the whole thing is God forbid you disagree with them, they're going to ban you and block you right away.
Essentially, yes, very much so.
That like what low tier God does the other dreamer.
Well, we don't want to hear your argument. Your argument is invalid, so you're wrong, we're right type deal. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever, frauditors.
Yes, exactly.
Of course, teenage boys are going to agree with your hyper idealized manhood. Like they need to cling to that.
Okay, do you guys want me to step in on this conversation or?
Let's go.
No, we're not gonna do no 2 versus 1 bullshit. I'm like, we're gonna wrap it up with Tommy.
Like scared?
2 versus 1. There's fucking 3 of you, and there's 2 of them.
Don't want it.
Somebody can't math,
right? I mean,
someone being taken.
We don't have the numbers. There's 2 of you. You still have the numbers, dummy.
And it's subtitled in Chinese too. Right. So you get that long drawn out. I don't know. There's only 2 of you. There are 3 of us. We will be victorious.
Right, Topper. If you can take the power out of my hand.
And then it'll just sit there and start smiling. Then it'll go to commercial. Tune in next week. Same Dragon Ball time. Same Dragon Ball channel.
Dragon Ball
But Vegeta.
It's also on.
I want to stop at the bug planet. Are we there yet?
No 2 versus 1 bullshit. Yeah, you mean like the Aiden Ross stream when anyway.
Aiden Ross. Yeah, that Aiden Ross.
That's another winner.
That guy idolizes this man right here.
Yeah, he does. He's so far up his ass to nose his brain.
He's so far up his ass that I actually saw a clip. Andrew Tate got up to walk off, and Mr. Aiden sniffed the seat that he was sitting in. Seriously, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well, I think we know what his kink is.
Jeez, I was like, no, bro, really? All right.
XQC was getting fucking triple teamed. All right.
I didn't want that. All right, I'm just a messenger. Let's not hate.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming on. I hope you have a safe flight, and I hope you enjoyed your time here.
Dude, I did. Andrew, take care, brother. Hassan, I just say props to you, boss. I appreciate you, man, putting the word out there. Thank you, guys.
Good to talk, bro.
Have a good
day.
day.
Appreciate you coming on, Tommy. Have a good one, man.
Cheers. Thank you.
Wow, that was quite the conversation. How do you feel about my guy, Tommy?
Sorry, you asking me or
yeah.
On my way to
I don't know him personally. I have nothing against him personally. He's a new age thinker. He lives in the new think, the idea that the way the world runs and has always run is a bad thing, and that if we change everything from the ground up, it's somehow going to become a magically better place. Obviously, he has no proof or any references for his way of thinking because it's never been tested before. It's an untested theory. I think that for him to come along and say such blanket statements that if we changed all the world leaders to women, there wouldn't be war is inane and asinine. I think for him to say that a man who's physically strong can't be mentally strong is also stupid. But I also understand why he's saying the ideas he's saying, because he has a natural insecurity based on the fact that he's not a physical specimen of man. And the way he gets around it is to pretend that that's not important, which is fine. Lots of people do it, right? Stupid people saying being smart is not important. Poor people saying being rich is not important. It's a common defense mechanism that everybody does.
He's right. A lot of people do that, but and I do agree with him in the fact that strong men can be emotionally stable and vice versa and things like that. I mean, to think nothing like that, to think that that's not the case is not true. Like it's just emphatically not true. So I do agree with him on that point.
Yeah, but everything else does.
There's not too much I agree with him on. Not much at all.
Right.
And I completely understand it. However, most people with a basic grasp of economics and the way societies work would look at society and say, you know what? A society with brave, strong men who are full of honor and duty is actually a better society than men who walk around saying, I have no duty to protect anybody or protect anything, and I can just sit around and cry all day. And this theory is being tested in real time, right? America's quickly turning into the latter, and we can see crime rates going through the roof. We can see all the fucking school shooting, all this stupid shit that's happening because men have no emotional control anymore. And that's what's going to happen. Is the society's going to degrade, and the countries where men still sit.
Okay, I like to point out something. There can't be strong female leader. The Cleopatra not ring a bell to you, or?
Well, no, he's not saying that the argument that they're trying to argue is that if the whole world had female leaders, there's nothing but female leaders, so that there will be no war. That's not necessarily true either. There are some very power hungry women out there. So I mean, it's to say that women wouldn't go to war is just kind of ridiculous, honestly. It's asinine.
Yeah.
But then what he's talking about, I just lost my train of thought. What was he talking about? Hold on, let me go back here for a second.
All the fucking school shooting, all this stupid shit that's happening because men have no emotional control anymore.
Oh, right. So, all right. So he's trying to say that, America, and we are having a lot of school shootings and all that. It's because men don't have self-control. Partly true. I think it's because lack of discipline now. I think it is the parents that are failing, not just men, but the women who are failing, to raise their children with, a sense of responsibility, a sense of discipline, things like that. I think to just put it off on the fact that, men aren't strong. Like, I mean, that's part of it, but it's not the whole problem.
Right. Well, I mean, technically, we see a woman will control their emotions does that much. I mean, losing control of your emotions and not a gender glued the thing. It happens to everyone, whether you're male or female.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, just for him to sit there and his arguments are, a lot of his arguments are just based off of his own life experiences, his own opinions, and nothing. In fact, facts do not matter to this man, as you will find out soon.
Oh yeah.
And that's what's going to happen. Is the society's going to degrade, and the countries where men still stick to their honor and their age-old expected ways of acting, they're going
honor, courage, and commitment. Yeah,
time will prove me right, but I have nothing against the guy. He's fine.
I think Andrew and the previous person that was on the call are just two sides of the same coin. They're both wrong, and they're both kind of right in different ways.
See, this is why I like this guy right here, because I'm right with him. Like, yeah, they're both wrong. Like, no, all women doesn't mean no war, and no, Andrew, you're wrong too. Only men isn't gonna, just
right.
They are both. He's absolutely right. They are both two sides of the same coin.
He's moderating properly.
Precisely.
Right. Yeah.
But thinking that this has anything to do with gender is silly. All right.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with gender. Yeah. Women can be just as oppressive and as brutal as men can be. Ultimately, it has everything to do with capitalism, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the gender. The assumption that women are going to be like hysterical across the board, that kind of generalization, is just incorrect. And that's why, Andrew, I've seen some of your work as you're doing the rounds on Twitch here, and a lot of the things that you said that you've been called out on, specifically in regards to like women driving, as a matter of fact, are just
this is funny.
Just generally untrue. There's no empirical evidence to back up those claims, which is why you resort to anecdotes quite frequently and say things like, oh, well, it's just common sense, right? But it's not technically common sense. It's just your personal opinion.
Completely. It's my personal opinion based on my personal biases of my life experience. Now, when I say exactly. And when I say these things, X amount of people agree with me and X amount of people disagree with me. That's fine, and that's the same of nearly any statement in the world.
Okay,
I
but
can say the world is round, and there'll be a percentage of people who disagree with me. That's totally and utterly fine. I come on here and talk about my own personal experiences, and my experiences, men are better drivers than women. I'm not saying there's no good female drivers. I'm not saying a female can't.
No. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. There is a truth, and then there is your own personal experiences backed by anecdotes, right? Or your own personal opinion backed by anecdotes from your own personal experiences. Now, your own personal experiences are oftentimes going to be incorrect and not close to the reality. That's why there's an entire field of statistical analysis. That's why we do empirical. That's why we rely on empirical evidence when we're making decisions. Why? Because we all carry a bunch of personal biases And when we analyze situations, we do not have enough scope to grasp the entirety of the situation. We cannot comprehend it with our human brains.
Which is extremely true.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of if I don't have facts, like statistical facts to back things up, I will rely on, what I know, my life experiences, things how I was brought up, how I was raised, things like that to come up with a situation. But when faced with overwhelming evidence, unlike some people, hint Andrew Tate, I will say, okay, I was wrong. My bad.
Yeah, I'm like at the point the guy making to Andrew, like he pretty much destroying 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 Andrew what way of logic that we all know, mostly everything he talks about, he doesn't really know what he's talking about at the same time.
Well, I
Well,
wouldn't
I mean
give.
that that a lot of the stuff he said are kind of like not 100% truthful.
Yeah, I mean, I do think he is a somewhat intelligent individual, but I think that he's like,
Like he what like his hatred is consuming him, and therefore it
I don't
affecting the way he thinks of the world and the things in general.
I don't even necessarily think it's hatred. I just think it's
Mm,
this consuming lust for power. This,
right.
he's letting his fame get to him. He's letting why he became so popular. Um, just he has to say things like that to stay relevant.
It's an ego trip.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
about to say his ego had definitely become inflated and stuff.
Yeah. And to be fair, I mean, I looked up. He was not that bad of a kickboxer. He wasn't bad, honestly. He had a winning record, so it's not like he was a failed kickboxer. He did some. And I heard like when he actually stopped kickboxing, he only left with 70,000, and he ended up while he's kickboxing, he was said this himself that he was selling drugs while kickboxing, so he wasn't making a whole lot of money while kickboxing, and he's no saint.
Kind of remind me of started someone that didn't make any money after.
A lot of acting. Yeah. All right, let's continue this,
bro. Listen,
which is why when it comes to women driving, it's a funny point because the truth is different. The truth is the exact opposite.
No. Listen. First things first. There's lies, there's damn lies, and there's statistics. I'm sure you've heard that from Mark Twain. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you're deriving.
You can massage. Yeah, you can massage numbers, but
you can derive. You're deriving your truth from an internet study. That's fine. You can derive your truth from an internet study on a bunch of different things. The truth of life is the truth that you experience as an individual. That is the only truth that we all live within. You live within your truths. I live within my truths because these are the truths I've experienced as an individual.
Now, okay, I see what I see what he's saying there, and
I see where he's going with it too.
I see where he's going with it, but no, I mean he's the truth is the truth. There's no two sides to the truth.
There's no quasi truth. There's no semi truth. The truth is absolute.
Yeah, the truth is absolute. Your truth may not be absolute, but the truth is absolute. There is no changing it. It's done. 1 + 1 = 2. There's no fucking argument there.
It basically they're the truth, and then they're your own what you perceive as true because your own bias or whatever reason, whether like something you went during your life or whatever, they're only the truth, and then they're the what you think is true that can be very influenced by your own biases.
Yeah, absolutely, and not only your own biases, but the person you feel you need to be, which I think is the issue with Andrew. I don't know if he believes a lot of things he's saying. But I do believe he feels he must say these types of things. Personally, I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
I think he a part of me think the reason he's saying to death is so he can get a reaction out of people and so stay relevant.
Yeah, All right, so let's continue.
If you certain things happen to you over and over and over and over and over again, but the truth on the internet says it's not true, that doesn't mean that your experiences are any less real. So if you to come here and say the internet says X,
No,
especially
your
after
experiences can be real. You could be
always
a
like-
statistical anomaly, as a matter of fact. You can be one of those people, but more
professional.
often than not, more often than that.
Then I'm going to talk to you because I keep letting you talk and you're finishing your point and I'm trying to talk. So
okay, go ahead.
I'm going to. The fact that you're going on the internet, finding some study and saying that this is the truth, especially after the age of COVID and all the fucking truth we were told with that garbage, you want to sit here and say, oh, the internet said X. I'm sure the internet did. I'm talking about my personal experiences, and some people agree with me and some people do not. That is perfectly fine. Don't give a fuck if people agree with me or otherwise. People are listening to me and they're either agreeing
I know,
with me
but
or
you're
not.
still wrong, and that's the problem.
I disagree with you.
Do you want to be right, or do you want to keep speaking into a hug box where people agree with you, and then you know? Well, if you just completely devalue empirical evidence, actuarial sciences, the entirety of the insurance industry that relies on making these sorts of calculations to ensure that these quotes are as profitable as possible, which ends up charging men higher rates than women, is a statistical likelihood that men are more dangerous drivers than women across the board and get into more car accidents across the board. If you're going to look at all of that and say it doesn't matter because that does not correspond to my own personal experiences, then you're silly. You're being silly. You're being.
I partly agree with what he's saying there. Okay, yes, Andrew is being silly by trying to go off of, well, this is my truth and this is all I need to know. Like, well, no, there's evidence. However, I do believe that the evidence that he is referring to is based off of the fact that there are more male drivers than female drivers. So unless the study is weighted, obviously men are going to be worse drivers because there's more of them. There's more information off of their driving than for females, right? I mean, that just goes. I mean, unless it's a weighted survey, men are always going to be the worst driver unless there's equal numbers on each side.
Yeah, and some statistics and surveys are definitely biased. They're not. Well, they don't represent the truth. Some of them
True, that is true. Now, but this that's true. But this survey is different because it's a survey conducted by the car insurance agencies, right? And they're trying to make as much money as possible. So, of course, they're going to make sure that their survey is accurate because so they can get as much money. Are they going to say, "Oh no, both drivers are great, we get less money"? No, they're not going to do that. That would be silly of them. It would be silly business. So but I do think the survey itself is disingenuous, just simply because of the disparity with the numbers of drivers from female to male. Personally, what do you think? Art, what do you think?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
I think this went over his head, kind of.
No, it just. I don't know how to describe it. These guys are like, if you're speaking your own truths, I get that. That's one little piece of the puzzle. But like you said, empirical evidence, fact, cannot be dismissed. And you can't take somebody's personal truths over, real established fact that have come from years and years of studies or development and this, that, and the other thing. These guys are pretty much on a trail down the rabbit hole. And they're going to keep going and going and going until they hit water.
And I think because they have so many followers is because, yes, empirical evidence does. That just reminded me of something in this video that's hilarious. But anyway, so empirical evidence is absolutely true. But then when you think of something like science, and you think of like something like quantum mechanics, right?
Right. Okay.
All theory. That's all theory.
Yes.
It's truth in science for what we know, but it can be disproved. Like Pluto was a planet when I was a kid. Now Pluto,
and then it wasn't.
A planet. Now it is a planet again.
And then it wasn't. Yeah.
So I'm not saying that science can't change, but I think that is what Andrew and his people and people like him are using to support their theory. Like, this is my truth, and I'm telling you that they're all wrong, and they'll just keep saying that and then hope eventually that. And then if it comes out that they were somehow right, they weren't banking on the fact that they were right. They're just using it as leverage to say, "See, I could be right." But and then when it comes out that they were right, they're like, "Oh, see, I told you all those years ago."
I told you so.
Yeah, like motherfucker, like you really knew back then. Get the fuck out of here, right?
And let me, I will say this: the one truth in all of life is mathematics.
True.
You can't mess with mathematics.
That is true.
Because the numbers they never lie. They can't.
This is true.
True.
This is very true.
So if you put something to a study, and like take the women versus men drivers for an example. Now, what you can do is you could say, yes, there are many more male drivers on the road than female. But you could also take that percentage and knock it down and find the root percentage of each one.
Yeah, no, I
put them head to head and see exactly which one is which.
That's what I was saying. If it was a weighted survey or something like that, then they can see. But I didn't see the survey, so I don't know if it's weighted. If he's
right,
so I can't really say. It looks like
that one I'm not familiar with either. I've never heard of it. So
it sounds like he's just going off of raw data, which is tricky.
Well, it needs to be interpreted by an expert. Yeah.
Well, can't help but wonder. I'm surprised Andrew and people like him have not dug a hole so deep they have reached the center of the earth. It's in lava or something.
They're on their way back up now.
They have
too hot, my butt.
They have, but they never surface from their echo chamber, so it doesn't matter. The people that they are worried about being looked at as silly don't find them silly, so they can just write off the people that do think them silly as, oh, they're just non-believers and they're just mad, they're upset because I'm making all this money or I have a Bugatti or whatever. That's what they'll do. Like Trump, for example. People come up and tell him, like, dude, you're wrong on this. You couldn't have took those classified documents. Oh, I just looked at them and they're good. That's not how that works. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I can do it. And everyone's like, see, he can just do it. Like, just because he says he can do something doesn't mean he can. So technically, if he can do that, then the fucking papers that Biden has, how do you know it wasn't done the same way? Right. They can't really argue that. It's like, he didn't. Well, how do you fucking know?
Right? Yeah.
Right.
All right. So anyway, let's continue this.
A silly person. If everyone thought like you did, right? We would have no scientific achievements on this planet. We would still be living inside of fucking caves. And now, as much as I love Liver King personally, I don't think that that would be a good planet to live on. I'm pretty happy for, I don't know, all the medical achievements, all the scientific achievements that we have reached. And at the heart of all of that, all of those accomplishments lies an understanding of arriving at the truth through empirical evidence.
I mean, he's not wrong about that.
Yeah.
Cool. In my personal experiences, all of the car crashes I've been involved in, all the times my car was hit, and all the negative experience I've had on the road, women were at fault. That is, now you can sit here and say the insurance claims say that. I never said the insurance claims don't say that. I'm saying that I am not comfortable with women driving because of my personal experience. Those are my personal experiences. You can drag up all the empirical evidence in the world you
see. That is different from what he was originally saying. Now he's going back to, this is me personally, and this is how I feel. But before, you were just saying women drivers are bad. I mean, well, you switch up your story now, because now you're being fucking confronted with facts and statistics and numbers, and now you're kind of like being confronted and you don't know what to do now because you don't want to look even more silly than you are. Because even then, the fans that are out there be like, oh, wait a minute, you just they're gonna notice shit like that.
Yeah, I think he's panicking because he not new to someone actually calling him out when he's on the same train with them. I don't think he knew to this happening before.
He wasn't expecting this. This is completely taking him by surprise. You can tell. And after this, boy, he does not like this guy right here, Hasanabi. He doesn't. Hasanabi, I think. He does not like him at all. It is hilarious. He has this guy right here has actually crashed another of his streams, and Tate, he does not like him at all.
Want to try and drag up. Anyone with a brain knows how that aids the world agendas anyway. I don't want to go too political on a stream that's going to get taken down. So I'm not saying that I can't find a female race car driver. I'm not saying that.
That's
all
not what I'm
women
saying
are-
either. I'm not talking about like statistical
let's say
anomalies. I'm straight up talking about the overwhelming amount of evidence that suggests that women are more careful drivers than men. Okay? And therefore better drivers than men. Now, you keep resorting back to your personal anecdotes. So let me walk you through this, right?
Brother,
Do you agree? Do you agree that human beings have biases?
Do me a favor. Do me a favor.
Okay.
I
But,
understand-
but hey, I respected your time. Do you want to answer my question? Do you believe that human beings have biases?
Oh, absolutely. We're all biased.
Okay.
Completely.
Do you think that those biases might cloud your judgment?
It's not about clouding judgment.
Not just your personal not just your own personal judgment. Do you think our biases might cloud our personal judgment?
I think every single person on earth is biased and lives within a biased
Absolutely.
reality.
That's absolutely true. Okay. So if you agree with me on both of those accounts, you understand that your anecdotes, your own personal accumulation of information is going to be clouded by your own personal biases. So you're not going to be able to assess the information adequately in the same way that empirical evidence would. This is precisely why we look at data rather than make arguments around our wait, let me finish. Come on.
I understand what you're saying.
This is precisely why we do that.
We went over the same point like 5 times here.
Everyone's saying kick you. You're long-winded the point. You're saying that the empirical evidence is saying X, so it doesn't matter what my personal experience is. That's fine. My point is, let me change it. Let's say that the empirical evidence says that a pit bull is more likely to bite you than a Dalmatian. But in your life experience, every time you went near a Dalmatian, it bit you, and a pit bull never did. Are you going to go up to a Dalmatian still completely and go, oh, it's fine, completely unbiased because the empirical evidence says X when you're covered in scars? No, you're going to say Dalmatians bite me for some reason, and I'm not comfortable around Dalmatians. That's called human nature. Okay. So I'm telling you my personal experiences, and I don't care. I understand your point. Empirical evidence says X. Women in this country can do X. I completely get that.
Okay. The point he's making, he concedes that he has personal biases and things like this, right? He's failing, I think, in Hasanabi. I think he keeps bringing that up, and that kind of bothers me. It's like you have him admitting that, so then bring up the fact I would have brought it up. Okay, so you agree with this. So then, don't you think that you, as a influencer, as somebody who is has this reach over children and young men, young women, young people in general, all people around the world, do you really think that you should influence them with your own personal biases if they differ from, empirical evidence and things like this? I think that's what he needs to hit home. He's not hitting home the proper point, which in my opinion is that, like, maybe you shouldn't be telling repeat all the people that watch you that it's a fact that women are horrible drivers when it's not a fact, it's what you believe.
Right.
But he's not doing that for whatever reason.
No.
Anyway, let's continue.
For secondly, it's also a country because you're only talking about America because you're American. You don't see outside of the world. That's fine.
I'm Turkish, actually. I grew up in Turkey.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
That was the point you were trying to make. You were trying to make funny and fucking say he's American, so he doesn't look outside of he's not fucking American, so shut the fuck. God, you're in. God, he got caught up and he's just
It's intolerable. I know.
Shit, they're like, God damn.
Can we say a bouquet of FU flowers or something?
Jeez, he gets proven wrong. Oh, I'm not done. Like, but you are kind of done.
You are done.
The example was just disproven. God, this guy.
Point I'm making is I'm uncomfortable with a woman driving. And if you actually ask most women, if it gets late at night or it starts getting dark or it starts raining heavily or the parking gets difficult, they usually ask the man to drive themselves. I know many women who do that. They're not offended by my assumption. I know loads of women who go, oh, I don't want to park. You park it. There's not a bad thing about it. Who gives a shit, right? It's not even a big deal. You've come on here deciding you really want to stick up for the chicks and maybe, one of them will drive over to your house. It's cool. We've got better things.
I don't think look. Let's be real. I don't think I need to be a male feminist to be able to attract women. Okay. However, having said that, that was a funny implication. Having said that, you are failing to recognize what I am trying to say. I walked you through these steps slowly but surely. The thing is, the Dalmatian example that you gave is great. Why is it great? Because you are creating now a hypothetical scenario in which you want your opponent to concede. I can do the exact same thing and say, well, in my personal experience, Dalmatians never bite, or pit bulls never bite, whichever one you thought was the more aggressive breed, right? In my personal experience, what if in a million times that I have bred pit bulls or been around pit bulls, not a single one of them has ever been aggressive? We will never be able to arrive at a meaningful solution or a resolution to this conversation if we're both operating on personal anecdotes and hypotheticals. That is not how you can conduct an appropriate debate.
Good. So now you're saying the thing I just said. I have my own biases, my personal experiences, and I say them. Some people disagree and some people agree, and I don't care. You now come along.
But you're still wrong, though, because I'm not operating on biases when I talk about women driving. I'm talking about the empirical evidence. I might have personally thought women are worse at driving than men as well. But once you arrive at, once you look at the evidence and you realize that said evidence suggests something else, you're probably not going to continue believing the prior thing that you believed, right?
We went over the same point like 5 times, and I think we're just.
I know, but it's just weird because I can't I can't break through Andrew's.
I understand your point. You're saying that even if I thought
we're losing the girl.
No, exactly. I want to talk to her. He's saying even if I thought women were worse drivers, I've seen empirical evidence, and I'm so smart that I ignore my own eyes and ears and believe what the internet tells me. That's what he's coming along.
That's not what I'm asking you to do, my friend.
Actually, what he's doing is he is forgetting what not just the internet but fucking life tells you. Like he's basically saying like 1 + 1 is 2. I'm ignoring that, and I'm saying 1 + 1 is 8. Is essentially what he's saying. It's what he's doing, and he doesn't. And again, Hasanabe isn't making that point. He just keeps making the point that there's empirical evidence, blah blah blah. I don't think he was really prepared for this. It doesn't seem like it. Because he could have hit this home and made this dude look like a fucking moron twice over already.
I agree. If he really wants to drive the point home, he's bring other things, not that the pure evidence, because literally, like that guy just said, he had made that point 5 times, so. I kind of think, now you kind of need to make a new point that really drive it home.
He can. I mean, I don't know why he's not, but anyway, let's continue.
Friend,
I'm sure you're double vaccinated. It all makes sense to me now. You believe what you're told to believe. You don't believe your own eyes. You don't believe your own ears, and that's what you're going to sit here and talk about empirical evidence that you found on Google. Cool. If you believe everything that's on Google, that is your prerogative, my friend. And if you think that makes you sound smart in the modern world after the 3 years we've just been through, to say that I read a piece of paper that tells me to believe X, so I believe X, and I ignore my own personal experiences. And you think
I'm not asking you to ignore your own personal experiences. I'm simply asking you to look at the data.
So let's change the subject because you've just proven your point.
Okay, Andrew, do you believe? Well, I didn't. You didn't really prove anything, but it's cool. Do you believe the Earth is flat, or do you believe the Earth is spherical, round?
Okay, this part is great.
Oh no,
this part is fucking.
Yeah, I know.
Great. Have you seen this?
No.
Oh, this part is fucking great.
It's gonna have to be great.
2 years.
I'll be his headphones on.
Yeah, he took his headphones off?
He gets very stressed sometimes, and
Yeah, it's cool. It's important. Sometimes you can't take the heat. Sometimes you can't take the heat, so you gotta get out of the kitchen a little bit. Andrew, do you believe the Earth is flat or round, spherical, globe?
Round.
You believe it's round, right? But when you walk outside, it feels like it's flat.
Brother, and I
it looks flat. It feels flat, but you believe it's round. Why do you believe the Earth is round?
Because I have personal experience that would
because it's round.
Oh, your personal experience. What happened? Did you go up?
Listen.
And
it looks flat. It feels flat, but you believe it's round. Why do you believe the Earth is round?
Because I have personal experience that would prove to me that the Earth is round.
Oh,
now, what is the only experience that would prove the shape of the Earth?
Well, I could tell you.
What is it?
I would say jumping out of a plane at about 30,000 feet.
That'll prove it's round?
You can see the curvature of the Earth from up there. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well, that's really cool. Oh, I bet you that's awesome.
It is. It's insane. But it also feels like you're getting hit by a freight train too when the wind hits you.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to kind of jump out in fetal position.
Okay, so he might be referring to that, but what I'm gonna go ahead and take it that he's saying that he's been to space and seen that the Earth is round. I mean, he's a spaceman now.
I was about to say, but have he actually ever really gone to space?
I've been close, but I've never been to space. Thank you.
I don't want to go either. Honestly, I really
no.
don't.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm.
I like air. Air is good.
Me too.
Yeah,
I don't trust all that crap out there. A lot of it was made by the Russians, for one, and two, it's been up there for a really long time.
Oh God, yeah.
There's going to be an issue up there, and I ain't trying to be up there when there's an issue.
You know, you get hit by something going 30,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a screw could go right through everything and you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not okay to me.
Yeah, and a lot of time I don't recall ever hearing Andrew ever being an astronaut. So.
No. Have you ever seen that movie about the test pilots where the guy goes off into space a little bit? And like he can't get back right away, and he's just starts kind of drifting off into outer space before he gets the engine started. No, that's like my worst nightmare.
Oh, jeez.
Be like, yeah, I'm going. I don't know how to turn this thing around.
Personal experience. What happened? Did you go up to the fucking moon? Is that how you figured it out?
Exactly. I flew up into space and I looked down on Earth and I saw a big circle.
That's crazy.
I think he's joking. I hope he's joking. Listen.
Okay, you don't have to. Hey, listen, you don't have to concede on that point, but I think you and I both understand the importance of scientific, the importance of empirical evidence in that one, right? Or
all our fun.
Science.
I saw him there, and I thought, wow, this guy, okay, he's gonna ruin the stream. We had a hot chick. Now you're here.
Is that what you thought?
Just chill out. Like,
it's so what's up? Is it a little bit more difficult when I'm not like the traditional like SJW looking person? Is that why it feels like the stream is a little bit more ruined?
No, it's not difficult. As a professional, I'll tell you the conversation we just had.
Yeah, dude, you've been kicked in the face and stuff. Like, I'm sure you can handle little old me.
Exactly. So I'll tell you as a professional the conversation we just had. I said I am biased and I don't believe women can drive. That's my personal experience. I don't care if anyone agrees. You came along and said, don't interrupt me. You came along and said, no, that's not true because of the evidence. I came and said, I don't care about the evidence, my personal experience. You said, I also have personal experiences and we're all biased. I agreed. Then you said, even if I had personal experiences that said X, I would ignore them because the internet told me to believe Y. I believe what I'm told.
That's not what I said. I said that regardless of my own personal biases that I might have, evidence is still more important than my personal biases.
When you guys are both talking at once,
and it's boring, and you've lost, and it's boring. So let's just move on to the next subject.
Is that what happened?
I don't know if he's been a part of the same stream that I've been watching here, but I'm pretty sure, Andrew, you lost this one. It definitely Hasanabi didn't lose this one. You definitely lost this one. I mean, you're saying that you've been to space now. I mean,
yeah, that's just out there. Yeah.
And I mean, it's one thing to have your personal. I mean, I'm sorry, just because your personal bias say I believe I've been to space, that doesn't mean you've been there. I mean, I could say oh yeah, I fucking me and Kim Kardashian, yeah, we're about to go get married. Doesn't make it true.
Yeah, or me is saying I know what the parent like, even though I've never been outside the country before. So
exactly, I would love to.
Well, I know what tomorrow's lottery numbers are going to be.
Oh, so you better win then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, be careful, nobody steal your lottery numbers.
Split it with me, or I'm telling that you cheated.
Fair enough. All right, thirds. Fine, cat girl, you're into.
And whoever else is in this chat, you're gonna have to split it with them too.
Oh no, they don't count. I can't see them.
All right, let's continue this.
happens? You just say I'm boring and I lost, and then you win. Is that what it is?
Do a poll in the chat. And if you won, then we'll continue to talk it. But I'm sure you've lost, and it's boring.
Okay.
And it's
Do you want me to leave the conversation that desperately, Andrew? It seems like you're running away a little bit.
Bro, we're just going in a never-ending circle. Like,
Okay, yeah, we can move on from that. We can move on from the importance of science and Andrew's personal biases. Andrew, can you tell me a little bit about the Hustlers University, whatever that is? Not in a
Okay, so Hustlers University is a online kind of. It's not really a school, but it's a. All right, for a lack of better term, we'll just say school, but it's not your traditional school, right? It's not your traditional online school. Everything in Hustler University is actually on Discord servers, right?
Oh.
So what he does is he charges people $50 a month per student, and what they do is they get access to these Discord servers, and there are quote unquote professors that are probably more than likely not professors,
right?
that are on there, and they teach people how to, make money, how to be successful, things like that, right? Now, and I've actually looked this up, right? Like I researched it because I was like, I wonder what people are saying. I did not find one positive review of Hustler University. Not one. Not fucking one. Everyone's saying like, I did it, and everything they tell you, like you can get for free online. I mean, and they tell you and then they tell you to do a lot of push-ups. Apparently, push-ups is the key to success.
Really?
That's apparently because they tell them to do a lot of push-ups this year. No, I mean, I'm sure there are people that do like it that are there, because they're learning things that maybe they didn't know they could, or not that they didn't know, that they never thought to look up on their own because they're too proud to look up self-help stuff. So of course they're not going to know what's out there, right?
Right.
If I feel too proud to look up, like if I was homeless and I was too proud to look up help for homeless and homeless services, I wouldn't know that there are services out there. So anybody that come up to me and say, I'm going to charge you this for this information, like, oh my God, that's a fucking steal. Of course. And I'm going to be like, this guy's a fucking saint, things like that. And then later I find out that, oh my God, I could have got that free. And I'd be a little upset. But, so of course there's going to be people that are like, this guy's a saint. But then you let them know that, you could have got that information for free here.
They'll be like, dang, I should have spent that $10 on McDonald's or something.
Right. And so what he's going to get into is, in fact, some people that are on Hustle University find out that when you go there, they tell you to take some of Andrew's clips and post them on your social link, right? So that is kind of a social media scam right there.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a pyramid scheme, isn't it?
Yes.
And so he's going to kind of question him on this sort of thing. But you'll see what he says. But yeah, so I mean, with that in mind, take into account everything that you've heard about him. Does it not seem to you as a textbook scam artist?
Oh yeah, Hustlers University is a hustle. That's
Absolutely.
all it is.
And it's ridiculous. I mean, he would have been at home with the people back in the day, like the guy that sold the Golden Gate Bridge to two different people. Cannot believe he sold it to two fucking people. This guy is a huckster, pure and simple. He is a social media huckster. And you know what?
Snake oil salesman.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's ridiculous.
Hey, Candy, look what close to send the tat. Candy will never be homeless because
Angel will look
after him. Or Tim will make a table available.
That's funny. So, actually, funny. Actually, I have a video coming up of Accountability Angel coming tomorrow about her trial that she did.
Oh yeah, that's another beautiful thing.
That is, and you'll hear all about my thoughts on that tomorrow. So I don't want to
Good.
spoil it. So
Nope.
check that and make sure you comment on. Tell me what you guys think about it and all. All right, so let's continue with this video here.
Promotional capacity, I know that like you're doing the rounds on Twitch, and I know that that's probably giving you a big boost, but I want to understand, you know, because you are a businessman, I want to understand how you generate revenue. Is it okay to get this information for free, or do I have to pay $50 and then maybe get an affiliate link and get other people to also join so I can make a 10% cut off of them also joining Hustlers University?
What did he just describe?
A hustle.
But what more specifically, what kind of scam is that? What does that sound like? What did the Egyptians make?
It's a little Ponzi scheme.
Precisely. It's a pyramid scheme. Everyone, I mean, and Andrew's up top getting a cut of everyone else's money, plus the $50 that he's getting. I mean, good God. I mean,
so everybody's getting the cut off, everybody, except for the low person on the totem pole.
Exactly. The dude is making dough. I mean, technically, I mean, is anything he's doing, is it illegal? I mean, he's doing, what part of it is illegal? What part of it is illegal, though?
It's a pay-for-play scandal. It's quite literally something that could turn into a RICO case, believe it or not.
Ooh, that could be interesting. He actually moved out of the UK because the laws were more lax in Romania. It's why,
of course, Romania.
And
they'll just throw you off a cliff, or they'll hang you.
Oh my God! And then the whole thing in Romania, he's like, I don't know if you saw the BBC interview he had, but
no, not yet.
He's like, check it out. It is wow.
Wow. I will.
So wait, hold on. Hold on. Will Andrew be described as the modern day Nitten Watergate candle? A modern day Nitten?
I don't think it's going to be as bad as Watergate, but I mean, these guys are just they're doing it, and people have done this a million times before.
Oh yeah,
and every one of them gets caught in the end.
Exactly. This isn't something.
So it's a lose-lose situation from the beginning.
It is. Oh, what about the guy? The most recent one I remember is the Fire Festival scam.
Oh, the Fire Festival. Oh
man,
that was a couple $1 million deal right there.
Yeah, and he's out of jail, and I saw a few months ago he actually was teasing a Fire Festival. That's another one that's going to happen.
No, he's going to get no way.
Yeah, I don't think he's really real about it.
He's not going to get sponsor one out of that deal.
No, he's actually from what I understand, he's been paying people back. So he's trying to get. He said this is coming from him. So we don't know if it's real or not. But he's trying to get things on track and become a better person and a legit businessman. Which if he can do that, then congratulations.
But you kind of screwed the pooch there your first time out there, big boy. You're gonna have to fix it.
Absolutely.
You can't leave with people, 300,000-400,000 people with no place to stay, no utilities, no running water, or anything like that. Plus, it was a bust before you even got started.
Oh yeah, they switched islands. I mean, you saw. I'm assuming you saw that Netflix special they did on it. Huh?
Oh, of course.
That was great.
That was great because they went head first. That was the deep dive.
Oh, and then after that gets called out, he goes back home and starts filming himself and his friends committing more scams. I'm like, who the fuck does this?
Well, frauditors do that. They film their own. They film their own crimes.
True, that's a good point. But I mean, oh god, this guy was just not smart.
No, it was a Jesse Smollett level.
Yeah, oh god, yes, yes.
It was Jesse Smollett level stupid. Yeah.
Yes, agreed. All right, so let's continue this.
You could
find out. Really think that was going to go over? Yeah, no.
You don't want to share this information for free right now. You don't want to educate me on that.
I don't want to sit here and spend the next hour you trying to accuse me of some bullshit.
I'm not. I'm here to learn. Andrew, you are a brilliant mind. Maybe a little rattled. Maybe a little rattled from the numerous concussions, but brilliant nonetheless. So I want to hear more about your business strategy, if possible.
It's actually quite interesting that people who are too scared to get in the ring try and make fun of people who have bravery to try and make fun of.
No,
them.
I do think it's very brave. I do think it's very brave.
Oh, all right. So let's not detract the bravery of men who do things you're afraid to do. That's the first thing.
No. You are absolutely incredibly brave. You still might have CTE, but you are incredibly brave. I
Oh, he's burning him now. Like, Alex, I can feel the fire from here.
Oh, the sarcasm is so thick you can cut it with a knife.
Oh, wait, this dude is great. I like this guy.
He's going all in at him. I love it.
I appreciate it.
Like, what are you gonna do? Kickbox me to death?
Yeah. The point I'm trying to make, I know you want to sit here and talk about hate you and try and break it down, and you've prepared a bunch of notes, etc.
I have no notes whatsoever. I'm a dumbass. I don't know anything I'm talking about. I'm simply here to learn from you.
No,
I'm
literally. Bro, you're being so sarcastic though. Like, why are you being so sarcastic?
I'm not. I'm literally.
Bro, you
Oh,
just said,
come
like,
on,
10
come on,
years
come on, come on,
sarcastic.
come on, come on. I'm asking questions.
Yeah, you're
Hassan,
being sarcastic. Like, listen.
Hassan, please. It's pretty clear that I was the better Hassan. So
yeah, that's agreed. I agree with that one.
if you could just get out the call, maybe it would fix the stream.
I think so.
Would you
boring,
guys,
man.
if you guys would like me to leave the call, I can do that. I don't want to
Hey,
be. I don't want to be rude.
I gotta get back to work.
I do not want to be rude, boys. You know, this is your stream. Andrew, I'd love to talk to you in more detail if you'd like to. I hope that one day you can educate me on your revenue strategies. I mean, it does look a little bad though if you feel as though I should leave the call because you feel like I'm overpowering you a little bit. If you like this video, please.
All right, so there we go. So what did you guys think of that? I thought it was great. I loved how he just like put him to task. Though I feel he
Hassan ruled him.
Though I think he could have done it a little better if he wouldn't have been so caught up with the, the first part of the video. Like I felt he didn't feel he could drive it home, but I felt he easily could have drove it home.
Oh yeah. It didn't have to take that long, but he was kind of doing it gentle at first.
Yeah.
He was waiting, he was picking his time to go all in. Yeah. And as soon as he said, I've been to space, that's when it all switched. And he was like, yep, nope, this is over now.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Can I just say that last part where he would tell Andrew, like, oh, you probably have to make concussions or something?
Yeah.
You admit that last part was golden.
That was.
Oh, it definitely was.
All right, so there is, and we're not going to watch it, but there is another video where he again comes in on a stream, and I thought it was this one, but it's the next one where Andrew says, "Oh yeah, you're the guy that talks about all the empirical evidence." Like what? No, it's empirical, not imperial.
Imperial.
Right?
Oh, my phone did it on purpose. It's great.
All right, so there we go. All right, so the last video we're going to watch comes from none other than Auditing America. That is right.
Yeah,
so Auditing America, it's going
to ready to get your punting backs out, people.
He's going to detain.
That the network had lost its way.
To detain a police officer.
Yeah, good luck with that.
You saw Glenn Serio's back, right? He's living in an airport.
I'm just going around checking out. I'm doing a video.
He got kicked out of another airport.
He's actually living in an airport?
Right here.
Yeah.
Did he lose his citizenship?
He lost his license. He lost where he was living. So now he's just holed up at the airport, and they ended up kicking him out of the one.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to live there.
No.
I mean, some people they can because, like, they'll lose their citizenship in one country, and the other country won't acknowledge or take them in for amnesty. So they kind of get stranded.
Yeah.
This is in Washington State. This is Glenn.
Yeah. They know who you are. No, that's not going to happen, bro.
It might have been Seattle International Airport that he was at.
And what they
want a good story?
And what they say every time he get confronted? Oh, I have a ticket to play it.
Yeah, but they said no. We have you on video, And you know what? You smell. You're bothering people. You smell. You're taking videos. What flight are you on? But they stopped him. They said, "What flight are you on? Show us your boarding pass." And he couldn't produce it. They're like, "You're done." That's it.
So what? So he tried to film it to not get kicked out. Is what he thought, maybe.
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't demand that the entire airport had to be bleed clean after he left.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I mean,
Hard
just
power
seeing
wash.
him once would be enough.
Yeah.
that would be it for me. I'd be done. I'd be
Yeah.
like, nope.
I
know who that is.
All right, so he just finished conducting his audit. Excuse me, he's about to head outside.
And we're gonna figure this out. Guys, give me a like. Give me a like if you really enjoy that. You see, I don't really like it, but I really get happy when I run into these people like that because they expose themselves.
Shut up, midget.
They expose themselves. So stay with me right here. Stay with me right here.
Quick, lock the door.
Right?
Are we there yet?
And we're gonna. Who are you with? Who are you with? Oh man, I got a great story. I'm actually live right now. Senator Torres' assistant just went crazy on me on video, and you know we have over 200 people watching right now. Auditing
200 whole people.
100 whole people watching.
I get more than that.
What is that percentage wise?
Okay, I would like to.
They 0.01%.
If that.
If that.
This is something I wanted to point out. When he asked the guy who you're with, I really want him to say your mom or something to that.
Oh.
Yeah.
America, look, you want a good story? Go to my channel right now and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications so that you guys can be the first ones to watch our videos when we upload them. We have over 100 million views on the internet. You see? And just with an iPhone and a snapback, bro.
No, he does. He does have over things like
I know he does, but it's over so many years and
Yeah,
half
it
of
is.
the subs are bought.
Yep, more than likely.
Well-
Yep, true.
Well, you know, the foreigners have lied so much that kind of hard to tell where they're being truthful or not now.
Yeah, that's true.
and just exercising my First Amendment right of freedom of the press. We don't have to work for. I support you making your decision to work for Channel 6
A real news
or who
network.
you want to work for, but
Hey, at
you
least
as a
not
person,
asshole dumb. What
you
do
can
got?
also open your own channel and stream to millions of people, you know, and say whatever you want.
Not if you have a contract.
Just make sure you check our video out if you guys want to share it.
No, like as Andrew Tate found out, you can't say anything you want on YouTube. He got banned from YouTube permanently.
Yep.
And Twitch.
Twitch is dead anyway now, so
Yeah,
Now they've got that new one, Kick. And that one's just horrible.
I don't even want to know.
Wait, did you guys see the more critical video of him going over the Twitch new policy?
Yeah.
That got killed Twitch with the not allowed for streamer had ads at their sponsors or whatever.
Yeah, they targeted sponsorships. That's exactly what
Yeah,
Twitch
with
did,
the-
and it's a death knell.
Yeah, I don't get why they did that when literally that how the streamers on there make a lot of their money is by sponsors.
Well, the
and
whole
run
thing
their
was
ads
is
or
all the
whatever.
YouTube. They said they were going to leave Twitch, and a lot of them did.
Don't blame them.
So they truth to power. They actually did what they said they were going to do. They left Twitch. Twitch got spooked, so they pulled back on the policy.
There's not too many other avenues for people to stream. I mean, there's YouTube, and now there's
But nobody
Kick.
likes YouTube.
Yeah. Kick, YouTube is I mean, and here's the thing. I do hope that Kick gets better and it is successful, because that would make it to where Twitch and YouTube would have to start, well, now we're going to have to make it more hospitable for streamers and people like this, because if we don't, they're not going to be here. As of right now, yeah. So as of right now, there's not many places where you can go, so they can do whatever the hell they want.
Which is fine by me. Let me cut me loose on YouTube. I'll be happy. I'm on Twitch too, but I very rarely use it because Twitch is just the devil.
Yeah, I don't even do Twitch. Just I don't even watch.
I did, but then you got so many different like pervs and crazy people on there. It's not worth it.
All right, let's continue this.
That would be awesome. We're gonna go find Senator Torres's office.
Oh, sir, that can't go wrong.
Channel 6. I don't think they like us very much. I forgot. I think these people. Huh? Auditing America. Oh, wow. He said, I said, I'm going to complain on you with Senator Torres. He said, well, you can say, I told you to go. You know, this is a First Amendment channel, so people don't mind.
I think he thinks that this guy's going to cover the story, but this is the fucking cameraman. He doesn't have a say.
The cameraman doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's just sitting, he's waiting for B-roll footage.
Yeah, exactly.
He's sitting outside waiting for people to come and go. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. If I were him, I'd get on the phone right now and just play a game or something.
Yeah.
And ignore him.
Exactly.
He said I could go tell him to go fuck myself or something like that. So the First Amendment is about freedom of speech. It's about freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom to peacefully assemble.
He's getting paid to stand there.
Yep.
And guess who is not getting a cent? Well, maybe he's getting a penny from YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just this stream alone, he's dropping the F-bombs and things like that. So this video is not going to be he can monetize it, but it's going to be to like limited ads to where
partially restricted.
You literally earn pennies.
Yeah. But that dude is probably sitting there leaning up against his car, watching his tripod, probably making, I don't know, $25-30 an hour.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, they make good money.
He shouldn't care whatever the guy's got to say. Whatever, man.
Exactly.
You do
Amendment
you.
can offend some people, but as long as we're not speaking violence, then everything is good. We don't have to. We don't have to wear all the makeup, and we don't have to tell lies to the people. We say how it is.
Now he's going to stare at the reporter.
Apparently.
Well, isn't that creepy?
No, I know, right?
Let's just stare at somebody through a window, not say
Insane.
hello.
We got to go find Senator Torres. I wonder where that's at. I'm going to look it up on my other phone. Look. X. He just ran that stop sign.
We didn't.
Hey, could you pull over for a second?
No, he did, yeah.
Yeah. Pull over for a second. I'm going to pull this guy over. He just ran a stop sign. Hey, man. Are you like a trainer or something? Are you in training? Okay, I just saw you running that stop sign. It's on video. So how do you just broke the law. So that one right there. The one that you just ran. So I need you to like pull over so that we can get your supervisor to come over because the law is the law. So if I run a stop sign, there's no excuse. So I need you to call your supervisor because we're gonna give you a ticket for that. So please don't go anywhere. And by the way, there's over 200 people watching right now. We're live, so please call your supervisor.
What is this wee shit?
Please. You can't go anywhere.
Bye.
No, he pulls over.
Oh wow. I just pulled over.
Listen how happy he sounds now that the dude actually pulled over.
It's cop, guys. Holy fuck. I'm gonna give him a ticket.
Just fucking
No, you're
more.
not.
God, I cannot stand this guy. I mean, God. The cop, he stopped because the stop sign was before the crosswalk, if you pay attention to it, and he did stop, and then he went over it and passed. I mean, he's just an idiot.
Whatever.
I think he's tripping because of the stop sign. The
Yeah.
stop sign, the crosswalk, because the stop sign was really far away from the crosswalk, which is safety, probably for a good safety reason. I mean, honestly, you'd think. So I don't know. If I was a cop, I would have been like, bye.
Yeah, I would have just drove off. You're like, yeah, you know what, whatever, dude.
For real. But he pulled over. I mean, so let's see.
You see, the laws for everybody, not just for us.
You know, him and Delete Laws have in common is they love to put themselves on camera, don't they?
Oh, yes, they do.
They really love putting themselves on camera.
Problem is, this guy just looks like an over-the-hill dirtbag with his hat turned around, trying to be like a kid again.
Yeah, he really is just like, I mean, without
The
the
way
hat,
he dresses, everything.
Everything about him, his persona, his demeanor, everything is just, he's one of those people that are aging physically but not mentally.
Right.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
Us. It applies to everyone. So we have him on video. He didn't make a full stop.
But I mean, but then again, to be fair, if you go on because people my age, like people are my age, maybe I think you're about my age, Ark, right? In your 40s?
Yeah, I'm late 40s.
Okay, so you're a little older than me. Okay, so but it's still about the same age, right? Group, so people that grew up with the nerd culture being like a big thing, right? Like the Comic Cons and things like this, right? People our age are still going to those type of places, right? But
I agree, yeah.
And people are like, "Oh, you're too old to do that." Well, we're the ones that brought that shit into the fucking open, into the mainstream.
Exactly.
So you can't tell me what to do. So to that degree, I'm like, okay, maybe we shouldn't make fun of him because of that. You know what I mean? Because we're kind of using that same thing. So it kind of is hypocritical in that sense.
Yeah, I agree.
I guess I'm kind of like, maybe I shouldn't.
But I mean, I don't dress like that though. I mean, I dress like an adult. I don't dress like a kid anymore.
True, but I mean, if you could, would you go to a Comic-Con still at your age?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been to more than a few of them.
Well, see, then then that is kind of dressing that age at your age, but at Comic-Con. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, I get it, but
it makes sense. It makes sense, Kenny.
And the thing is, and I think it's becoming more acceptable now that older people are able to do things like that. Like we're not so, the world and people in general are not as, I don't want to say stuck up because that's a mean thing to say.
Well,
but they're not
shunned almost.
Yes, almost shunned and thinking that things have to be a certain way. They're
right.
more open. There we go. People as generations progress, we're becoming more and more open, which could be a danger in itself. But we're kind of right now at that groove spot to where it's like we're right where I think we're right before things are going to start to get bad if we keep getting more open. We're right at that sweet spot.
The hump. Yeah, we're at that hump where it's going to start going downhill again.
Exactly. That's where I feel we're at. All right, let's continue. Now that rant's over, I know completely unrelated, but hey, that's my channel.
Related in a way, though.
Yeah.
He didn't make a full stop, so.
Yes, Very true, Vlad.
Yeah.
The law is for everybody. Make sure you hit the like button if you like this video. We just pulled over a cop. I just pulled him over for running a stop sign.
And I'm sure the person's like, okay.
Yeah, so.
I know, right? Like, cool story, bro.
Okay, good for you, I think.
You believe that? I pulled him over. He just ran that stop sign. The law is the law. It's for you, for me, for him. It's for everybody. No one's exempt. So now he's getting a ticket.
No, he's not.
If you want to see it happening, go to auditing.
Who else was the person that said, I'm going to give this cop a ticket? There was another auditor that would claim they're going to give someone a ticket, and they never could. Who was that? Oh, I want to say Josh Abrams, but I'm not sure.
I think it was Josh Abrams, tell you the truth.
Yeah, I think so, too.
In America, on YouTube, we're live right now. We've been live for 30 minutes. We were disrespected right there. We don't ever go in anywhere asking.
Can you kill the volume in the chat, Ark? I think it's you. It's either Ark or Catgirl, one of you two.
I don't know. I have mine muted.
Oh, maybe it was Catgirl. Oh. She muted though, so I think it was her.
Oh, okay.
Looking for trouble? We just document the service. You'll be surprised. Go check us out, brother. So this guy just broke the law, ran a stop sign, gets pulled over by a citizen. Great. We're over here doing their job too. Can you believe that? Would you look at that? Shout outs to Heather Ray TV. Shout outs to Cabralili. Shout outs to everybody that's supporting these videos. We are in Kissimmee, Florida.
Oh, wait a minute. Why didn't you give shout outs to Will? Oh, are they fighting again?
Oh, lovers quarrel.
Oh, poor guy. He's probably heartbroken.
He's
the
got
law
the
is the law. Cops be breaking the law all the time. All you need is.
He tried to take the whisk in the divorce.
He only got 30% of it.
Yep.
So. Guys, stay right here. I asked for a supervisor.
All right, so we'll
how
get
much that is.
Supervisor. We'll get here because I don't feel like waiting.
Get it for you, Rogue.
Here we go.
We're gonna see how he handles this. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in, guys. Do not leave without sharing.
I'm sharing.
How you doing? Good. Sure. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
The reason I pull him over is because I am live streaming a video and I just saw him run that stop sign back there. And the law is the law. It applies for everybody. So I'm wondering, how do you guys does he get a ticket just like us?
No, I can't write him a ticket because I didn't observe the violation. I have to physically observe the violation on the place.
Well, I'm sure he wouldn't lie. As a police officer, he would admit.
I would hope not, but I still have to observe it.
Yeah, that's kind of how the law works.
Yeah.
If the crime isn't done in the police officer's presence, then he would have to, investigate it to find out if it happened, things like that.
You'd have to see the video.
Yeah, exactly.
And how many frauditors actually give up their video?
Not many.
Not
but
many.
if
What I would do right now is we do what's called an IRS, which is a supervisory response to an inquiry that you're making saying that you ran the stop sign.
He sure did. Okay. And so if I play the video for you, would that help?
No.
Why not?
I can watch it for you if you want.
Why wouldn't it help?
If If you want to show it to me, I'll watch it.
Okay. Get it for you real quick.
And I also, when we do traffic stops, we have the opportunity to either issue a citation, give a warning, whatever.
All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and let him go with a warning today, just because we are.
He realized that cop wasn't gonna get a ticket, so now he's got to make it look like I'm gonna let him go.
Yeah, he's got to pull a win out. Yeah.
Are in the city of Kissimmee, and I'm from here, and I love good, courteous public employees. But I just want, I want you guys to clearly remember that you guys are watching us, right? But we're watching back. There's not too many people out here watching, but we're watching back. And the law is for everybody. If I would have ran that stop sign, he would have been giving me a ticket probably for over $100. And that could probably mess somebody up for their rent, their food, their children's education, stuff like that. So besides the fact that, it could cause an accident.
I'm agreeing.
So I'm going to go ahead.
Laws are, we have to follow them just as much as you guys do. Absolutely.
Awesome.
We're agreeing on that.
Well, I appreciate you showing up and being courteous and professional to me. I think it's okay for us to let him go with a warning today, Sergeant. How long have you been a police officer here?
Almost 20 years.
20 years? Good job. Or a little bit over than that. About 20, since 98. I was a kid.
20 years old.
Oh, well, thank you so much. But I actually have a kid that's 20 years old. So yes, I do. And I am proud to say that, for the most part, the police officers are over here in Kissimmee, Florida, are always courteous and professional to us. We do have a YouTube channel that we run, and we have thousands of people that watch our videos. And in over 4 years, we have over 100 million views just on YouTube. Wow. And we have another 30 million views on Facebook.
Okay, so now he's just going to sit there and brag, blah, 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 blah. So, anyway, Kacker, are you here with us? I guess she's not. Ark, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
She's here.
Sorry, I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready for my mom to take me somewhere when she gets home.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, no worries. Well, we're about to end the stream here in a minute anyway.
Yeah. 2 hours is good.
Yeah, so what did you guys think of that video?
That was rather interesting, to tell you the truth.
I'm really shocked that the cop stopped. I mean...
So am I. I would have just taken off. I would have been like, beep, beep, bye.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean... But to be fair, I mean, that kind of shows respect for the citizens, which is a good thing. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So, in that respect...
Did that so Tad. No, you kind of caught us right at the end, buddy.
Hey, Odin. Yeah, but you're coming in right at the end. We're about to end this one, but yeah, so interesting stream today. If you guys want to check, if Odin, you're just showing up, we went into not a deep dive, but we went into a dive on Andrew Tate. I don't know if you know who he is, but interesting if you haven't. If you wanted to check it out, we watched Hasanabe kind of wreck him in a stream, and it was hilarious.
He came in like a wrecking ball.
He really did. So, anyway, all right, so we're going to end the stream. Archangel, you got anything last minute to say before we go?
No, I'm good, man. Just thanks for having me up once again, and everybody have a great night.
Ark, if you could stay on after chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
all right, Kakaro, you got anything last minute to say?
Thanks for having me. It was really fun, and I like being on the panels here.
Okay. All right. So thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed producing this for you. Hope you guys all have a great day. I have a new video tomorrow coming up on the trial of the century, accountability angel. I'm sorry. So check that out. And if you don't see that, I'll have a video Monday, and hopefully I'll be able to go live for you guys again next week. All right, guys, please take care. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and see you again. Peace.
Peace.
I'll never slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I
don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up